Hey guys, welcome back. I have another battle here. This time against c9beezy1, I think. But, the numbers don't matter. What matters is the Pokemon team. So here we go. You can see the team I'm using and the team he's using. As you can see, we are playing RU, that is Rarely Used, which is, a little played tier, right above NU, but lower than UU. Anyway, I'm going to lead with Ambipom, the crazy monkey with a bunch of hands, as he leads with Rhyperior. Not really the best matchup for me. I don't even have low kick on this thing, so this thing pretty much walls me a lot. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flinch that Rhyperior. And that's pretty cool, even though I'm pretty sure I did more damage to me than I did with him. So instead of just U-turning, I'm just going to go out a Hitmontop, take it off the Intimidate, and also threaten him. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks, which I guess it's a lead tanky Rhyperior, so not a bad play. So he's going to go ahead and bunch on his leftovers, as yeah, he's going to withdraw now. And goes into Mega Banette, which is one of the few RU Megas. And he does completely wall my Hitmontop. I only have fighting and normal moves on it. Probably should have used the other one. Oh well, into Jolteon I go. I haven't really played much of RU, so you have to excuse me if my team is kind of suckish. So either way, it does Mega Evolve into Mega Banette, and is going to go ahead and Will-O-Wisp. Jolteon doesn't really care that much, but with the Stealth Rock and the residual damage of the burn, though, it actually is going to rack up some damage on Jolteon, who isn't bulky at all in the first place. So he's going to go ahead and Protect to get some additional burn damage, as I just tried a Volt Switch, and yeah, now he's going to go right back to Rhyperior to block my Volt Switch, which hurts. I didn't really expect Protect, and I didn't expect him to go into Rhyperior either when I clicked on it, and I should have known he was going to go right back into Rhyperior, get some extra damage. As you can see, my Jolteon is now half dead. It's actually going to be less than half, I think, once I switch it back in, and it gets another round of Burn and Stealth Rock, so that's how you kill a Pokemon, I guess. Alright, going back into Hitmontop for the Intimidate, and yeah, to threaten him, but yeah, he does have a perfect, you know, switch in for my Hitmontop in his Banette, so that's probably what he's going to do. I go into Uxie, though. I actually don't know why. I think this was a misclick. I knew he was going to go into Banette. I meant to go into something else. I think I was trying to look at the moves of my Uxie, so I went into it. I think that's what was going on here. I accidentally hit Shift. I don't know. No, I did. No, I went into this on purpose. That's right, because I have Psychic on it. I knew that he was probably going to protect to what move I have, in case I have Shadow Ball. But, yeah, I do get the Self-Rex up as he protects, and now I'm just going to go for... I meant to go, I believe, for a Psychic, because I know Mega Banette's special defense isn't that good. But I think I misclicked. That was the misclick. I went for the U-turn. I meant to go for a Psychic to get damage, because I was just trying to wither down this Mega Banette, because it is a major problem for my team. I don't really have a counter for it at all. So, yeah, that's kind of sucky. I go into Jolteon now, and he's obviously going to protect for more damage. No, he's Shadow Sneaks, thinking he can kill me, and he can, because Mega Banette does have a ton of regular attack. And, yeah, that is going to kill Jolteon. Didn't even need that extra burn damage. So I go into Malamar now, which is a crazy little Pokemon that I do kind of like. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which is a good play because most Mega Banettes are physical-based. Sorry, Mega Banettes. Most Malamars are physical-based. So are Mega Banettes, for that matter. But the Will-O-Wisp is going to cripple me, but it doesn't really matter because I am a Rest Talker. And, so I know I can get rid of the burn at least once. Well, I can get rid of the burn. I'll have to go to sleep to do it, but yeah. He goes into Blastoise as I just go for the rest. I just want to get rid of the burn right off the bat, and, yeah, that's what I do. I didn't want to take the residual damage, I guess. And, yeah, now I'm back to full HP. And, now I can switch in response to this Blastoise. No, I don't. This battle happened a few weeks ago. Sorry, actually, like a week ago. And I am just narrating it now. But, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sleep talk. Because that just makes sense. And I'm trying to get superpowers is the plan. Because, for those who don't know, Malamar is a Pokemon that gets Contrary, a very powerful ability that reverses stat gains, or stat debuffs. So if he uses superpower, he gets attack and defense. It basically is a very strong move that also gives him a bulk up, making it extremely good. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my second turn of sleep. I am getting only Night Slashes off the Sleep Talk, which is not really what you want. Oh well. Anyway, he goes into Carnivine. Now I'm just going to wake up and just go for that superpower. And it doesn't do much, but I do get that attack and defense. He's going to Leech Seed, which is something I wasn't expecting from a Carnivine. Looking it up on Smug, because I have no idea what Carnivines usually do. It seems that this is somewhat of a bulky Carnivine. And now that I'm Leech Seeded, I'm thinking I don't really want to stay in and just keep giving him health. and especially if this thing can also set up. So I go into my Uxie as he goes for a Sword Dance, and as you can see, he does indeed have the capability to set up, and is going to do that as I eat my leftovers. And then what do I do? Do I just U-turn? No, go for a Psychic Shred to do damage, thinking that this thing is going to be, EV defensively. He has the berry, though, the citrus berry, which pretty much makes that pointless as he goes for a return. Kind of curious he doesn't have Crunch, and kind of curious he has Return instead of Crunch, but it's his Pokemon. This is definitely a very strange Carnivine set. Not that I really see Carnivines that often in the first place, but yeah, he's going to switch out now. I guess he doesn't want to take another Psychic, because I just go for a U-turn against his Rampardos. And Rampardos, as you might be aware, is a frail but extremely powerful Pokemon. What is it? 165 base attack. He has a ton of base attack, but he is very frail and not very fast. So I go into Malamar thinking that I should be able to just go for that superpower to murder him. He is going to outspeed me, though, revealing that it is a Choice Scarfed Rampardos. I guess that makes some sense. But I am going to be able to kill him now. No, actually, not quite. I wasn't quite able to do it. But I do get some defense and attack from that contrary boost. Does the sound just go off for a second? I don't know. Must be a mistake it must be an error in the recording process. Oh well, I'm just gonna go ahead and rest now against that Carnivine. Because why not? I don't want to die. Actually, I was resting in case you wanted to go for another Earthquake, knowing that I'd be able to live that Earthquake now due to my defense boost, and I'm just going to go do what I do and do this. I already have one boost up as he gets up a Leech Seed, which is kind of obvious. Kind of knew that he would do that, but now I have two boosts up, which is huge. I can hopefully go ahead and set up with this Malamar. An interesting problem, though, that didn't actually matter in this battle, something that was in the back of my mind. I did not PP max this Malamar. It's definitely a mistake on my part. So he actually only has 5 superpower PP without. I mean, obviously I can get superpower anyway off the Sleep Talk, but normally I can only use it 5 times, which is going to complicate the sweep a little bit. But yeah, he does have the Leech Sheet up, and he could try to set up Swords Dances himself, but I already have the lead, and I have Defense Boost, which he does not have the ability to get, because he only has Swords Dance. So I feel pretty confident just staying in here, and if I need to, heal with Rest, and hopefully kill this thing if I keep getting lucky off the Sleep Talk. Actually, I believe I wake up this turn. No, I'm already awake. Sorry, I kind of went on a wild tangent because I didn't really know what to talk about during this part of the battle. But yeah, onto the plan, I just kill him with Light Slash, hooray! So there goes that annoying Carnivine, and that makes life a little bit easier for me, I suppose. In comes Robin, the Rampardos again, and he's gonna go ahead and break my mold or whatever, and Giga Impact me, which, okay, not sure. Doesn't he get Rock Wrecker? I think he has Rock Wrecker, so he probably should have did that. I'm not sure if it would have killed anyway, it probably would have done more. But, I mean, at that rate, Giga Impact just lets me get a free sleep off. Anyway, actually I get another free turn here, but it's going to be spent sleep talking, obviously. He does get some HP back on his Rampardos, but it's way too frail for that to matter. And I do get that Night Slash off the sleep talk, which is going to take out the Rampardos. So right now I'm looking pretty nice. I just need to make sure I don't misplay. And for people watching on Twitch, people that watch this on Twitch probably already know what's coming. He goes into this Blastoise. I stay in, see how much that Ice Beam does, and he has the Leech Seeds, and this thing is pretty strong, especially this Blastoise. So I'm thinking maybe I should switch, but I have so much set up. It was a huge misplay looking back on it. I'm going to basically switch here in a few turns because I know that Hydro Pump should do a lot to me. Actually, I think I'm going to stay in one more turn and see the Hydro Pump damage. And, yeah, just looking at the damage here, and I think I rest this turn to see what he would do. It does over half, or maybe a little. It does about half. Let's just say about half. Now that it can miss, obviously, but I figure I'd have to get really lucky. I mean, if I get a rest off the Sleep Talk, he kills me, right? Like I can't really do anything. 2 Hydro Pumps kill me, especially with Leech Seed there. So I switch, and looking back on it, it was dumb. I should have stayed in, should have went for that kill on Blastoise. I had the setups already on it, but I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to lose Malamar because Malamar is my counter to Banette. I know that Banette really can't hurt Malamar, probably looking at the sets. So I decided to make sure I can keep it And looking back on it, that was a big misplay. But, yeah, I go into Slowking. I see Toxic's it, which actually really does hurt. I went into Slowking to set up with some Calm Minds against it. I did not foresee Toxic, I guess. Or maybe I should have, I don't know. Did he use it? No, I don't think he used it prior to this. But, yeah, that really does suck. I actually don't have Psychic on the Slowking either. This is a 3-attack Calm Mind Slowking with Regenerator. Maybe I should get rid of that 3rd attack for either Psychic, which is stabbed, or Slack Off. Right now, I think I have everything that Blastoise resists. I have Scald, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower on this thing. Anyway, he's going to go into Grumpig now, which is fairly bulky defensively, as you can see, taking my +1 Scald very nicely. And, yeah, I'm going to have to switch out against this thing, because I am Toxic, and he is tanky. Oh well. Go out into my Uxie again now, pretty much as death fodder, even though he's going to go ahead and set up a Calm Mind of his own, which definitely isn't good. Look at it just taunting me, it just waves its arms. I see you. I see you taunting me there, pig. You know, you're lucky that's not breakfast time, because I could be making some bacon. Anyway, yeah, Miss Piggy is going to continue to do annoying trolly things. I did get the T-Wave off on it, because why the heck not? I get the status on. It's not that fast anyway, but I figure maybe I could get some lucky, you know, paralysis turns or something, and I just die. So, there you go. Gonna continue munching on its leftovers now, and it's paralyzed and stuff, and I'm just gonna go out into my Ambipom. Why do I do that? I don't remember. I think I'm just going to... Oh, right, I knock it off. It is weak to that. And it does actually kill it, so there you go. Unfortunately for me, he still has 2 Pokemon that fairly destroy Ambipom. One is Mega Banette, which actually, I guess I do have knockoff for that, but the other one is this. Knockoff could do decent damage to this Rhyperior, I suppose, but not good enough damage. So I go into Hitmontop again, which has been kind of my counter for Rhyperior this battle. And yeah, he's going to Earthquake me this time, which is still going to do some decent damage. As you know, Rhyperior does have quite a good special attack. And I'm not going to be able to take another one of those, so I can't switch in Hitmontop safely against Rhyperior anymore. As, yeah, he just goes right back into that. I should have known it, but I really have nothing to do. I'm just going to let Hitmontop die, I guess. Not wanting to take any damage on another Pokemon. So I go into Malamar again. As I said earlier, I'm pretty sure Malamar is my answer to this thing. He does have Shadow Claw, which can hit me neutrally, and I did not actually expect it to do that much. I need to get a Night Slash if I have to have any chance whatsoever against this thing, and now I get a Rest. So I left it to chance, and it kind of screwed me. I knew that this thing does have a lot of attack, but yeah, I guess I misjudged that horribly. Should have taken the damage earlier in Blastoise. Could have given the chance there instead of there, because I needed a specific move there, Night Slash, and I didn't get it. And I don't have my boosts either. The only reason I was walling that thing nicely before is because I had those boosts with Superpower. But oh well, things be things. As I go out into my Monkey and knock off, it's not going to do extra damage because it doesn't do extra damage to Megastone Pokemon. It doesn't count as an item for knockoff purposes, but it is super effective. So at least I did that, although I am burned now, and I go into Slowking. I almost said Slacking. No, that's not the case. And he's going to withdraw as well. I was hoping to get off a free Calm On before he was able to go out into, actually, well, something crazy like that. This thing is Mega Horn. I'm pretty much done. Pretty much, because I am weak to that, as you might remember. But it doesn't look like he does. He is going to switch out. I'm not sure he's predicting. He's going to go out into Blastoise, knowing that he can wall me, because I don't have, you know, the Psychic. And, yeah, that means Blastoise can do naughty things to me. I'm going to try to set up a Calm Mind anyway, but the Toxic is really going to start building up here. And my only real choice, I don't know, my only real chance in my mind was to try to go for the single Calm Mind to reduce his damage he's doing with Hydro Pump. And, actually, no, I continue going for Scald. I don't remember. I thought I went for a Calm Mind, but I guess not. I just went for a Scald, trying to get a burn for the residual damage. Maybe I should have set up a Calm Mind. I think I do this turn, but at this point it's getting way too late with the Toxic. It's starting to do some significant damage. No, I switch out. That's right, I am going to do Calm Mind, don't worry. But I sack Malamar first to reset the Toxic turns. That's what I do. I sack Malamar to, yeah, reset Toxic. So it's back to its low amount of damage, and I figure I do that. Now I'm going to go into Slowking, use a Calm Mind to reduce his damage, raise my damage, and hope for a bird maybe, so for the residual damage against the Blastoise. He is gonna miss there, I think, so that's fortunate for me. But yeah, I'm just gonna boost myself once, I think, and then attack, hoping for the burn, because it's really my only chance of taking down this Blastoise. Is that burn residual damage? He can't heal himself really, and stings, and yeah. Also, I do have Regenerator. That's another reason I sent Malamar, to get the Regenerator bonus as well. It's still a long shot at this point, though, because I don't know. I think he still, doesn't he still have Banette? I think he does. So, this is really moot. I'm just gonna continue munching and taking poison damage and hoping to burn. It shows how repetitive some of this battle is now, but it was a fairly good battle. It kept me on the edge of my seat. He's gonna actually get a crit with that Hydro Pump, which is definitely not something I needed, obviously. And I got a Scald, and I finally get the burn, yay, but it's gonna live slightly due to that leftovers. So I don't even get the KO with the burn. If I got burned one turn earlier and he didn't crit me, I would have been at least okay, I guess? I don't know. But at this point, I am dead. Actually, no, I live. But I think Blastoise can just kill me now. And he's going to go for the more reliable Ice Beam to get rid of my remaining 2 HPs. I believe my last Pokemon is Ambipom. I don't think it's actually technically dead yet, even though it's like low HP and burned. At the very least, this Blastoise is going to die to its own burn, and so I killed one more Pokemon. Yeah! Good job, Slowking. And yeah, he is going to win right here with this Rhyperior against my Ambipom, so that is pretty much game over. I don't have low kick or anything, and I am burned, so wouldn't really matter. Probably could have went for a knockoff, probably would have been stronger, but whatever. Good game there, really was a good one. You know, who was I fighting? C9beezy, that's the one. That's the one. Pick a Pokemon, change its type. Whether it's because you think something is more sensical, or just because you just want that Pokemon to be of that type, and you're stubborn about it. For the longest time, I actually thought when Goodra was going to be a fairy dragon, I thought the pun was actually not on goo, but good. So I'm going to go with Goodra. I think Goodra would be a fairy dragon. Also, that stupid Pokemon with, what is it even called? The fairy, the grass... The fairy thing with that looks like it should be grass. What are those? The chain of that called? The Flabebe line, right? I think it's the Flabebe with Florges being the final form. It always bothered me those things weren't part grass. They're clearly, at least in Florges' case, made of partly grass. I mean, it has leaves, for God's sake. Whatever. Leave a comment about that, and see you guys next time. Later.